in the courtroom?
I think so. Yep.
Okay. I don't see any A's yet, do you?
No, they're not. No. Hey, Mr. Griffin.
All right. Good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving as the presiding judge on this morning. We are starting on this morning with our specialty court docket. I'm going to put on the doorbell or the waiting room, and then that way, because all the 8:30 folks should be here. And so happy new year to everyone. I think this is my first time seeing this group since last year. Happy new year, happy new year. I need everybody on today to tell me about your Christmas, your holidays. How did you do? If you had any obstacles, and if you did, how'd you overcome them? And I want to know something that you've learned. So just make sure you give me that information on today. I'll get started by having the attorneys place your appearance on the record. Good morning to both of you.
Morning.
Good morning, Judge. For the record, Jesse Reed, drug court, vet court, defense attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, Judge. You're looking good today, Judge, as always.
I'm feeling good too, Mr. Reed. Good morning, and your motion is great. All right, Mr. Fikens.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Drug Treatment Court Defense Counsel. I too would make a similar motion.
All right, good morning, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted. Mr. Griffin, I see that you are on. Place your appearance on the record this morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin, drug court case manager on behalf of the probation department.
All right, good morning, Mr. Griffin. And then Mr. Yancey.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Sobriety Court, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, Mr. Yancey.
Good morning.
And now I see Miss Rob. They all popping up. Where y'all at? Come on.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ebony Robb, Drug Treatment Court Case Manager.
All right, good morning, Miss Robbs. Glad to see all of you on this morning. I see that we have Attorney Harris. Are you serving this morning as our house counsel on our traffic matters?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, I am.
All right, wonderful. So now what's going to happen? Good morning in the courtroom. Good morning, Miss Mack and Officer Lott, Miss Wilson. Good morning to all of you. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. We are going to, Miss Wilson, if you could place, who's going in the breakout rooms, Miss Attorney Harris and Attorney Fikens. They
Yes.
should go into separate breakout rooms so that we can start adding the A individuals as they join us. The A cases are usually not scheduled until 9:00 a.m. So if you all have something else you want to do, that might be a good time to get it done, because they don't chime in until 9. All
And-
right.
Your Honor, may I ask one thing? May I ask Ms. Mack to send a copy of the recommendations to Attorney Harris?
Oh, please do, Ms. Mack. All right. Wonderful. I believe probation officer Joseph Thomas is in the waiting room. I'm not certain what case he's here on. We may want to find out and bring him in so we can get him to the right place. All right. I know that Mr. Gilkey is at work, and so I'm going to start with Mr. Gilkey on this morning. Mr. Gilkey, if you could unmute for me. I have the following case number 200568 4301. State your name for me, Mr. Gilkey.
Brandon Gilkey.
All right, you on early this morning. All right, very good. How are you
Yeah.
this morning?
I'm pretty good.
That's good. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you.
All right, Mr. Gilkey, you heard what I want to know about you all from the holidays. It's been a long time. We're getting back on track. And so tell me, how did you do during the holidays?
I'm pretty good. I was working over the holiday, so I didn't have no time off.
No time off?
No.
All right. All right. Did you have any struggles during the holidays with staying on track?
No, ma'am.
Okay. What do you think helped you?
Just staying focused, knowing that I got a task at hand, just taking it a day at a time.
All right. Very good. And so tell me something that you've learned since the last time I've seen you. It's been a while. I want to know what you've learned.
I would say I'll say this. Every day is another day. It could be a different struggle. To take it a day at a time. You never know who's watching you, because I spoke to someone, they just like, man, I see you doing a good job. You haven't been drinking and so on and so forth, and I'm proud of you. So I guess I motivated them to stop drinking also, or to try to change their life around.
All right, Mr. Gilkey, you never know who's watching. Yes, very good. Is there anything that you need us to help you with before I hear from Mr. Griffin?
No, I'm doing pretty good.
All right. What services are you still using, Mr. Gilkey?
I'm still going to the AA meetings and doing my the AA meetings online. So.
Okay. Anything else?
With this work schedule, it's been kind of hard, because like I say, it seemed like since the holiday, everybody's been catching COVID. So
Yeah.
I just at least try to make my meetings.
All right. All right. Make sure you're staying safe.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Griffin, we didn't get a chance to staff, and so update me on Mr. Gilkey.
Okay, Mr. Gilkey, he's in phase 2 of the program. He's doing working on the classes and stuff, community service. Like he said, he ain't having any struggles. I talked to him over the holidays. He's still testing twice a week, attending meetings, working on.
Hold on, Mr. Gilkey, we're gonna have to mute you. We gotta be able to hear. All right, go ahead, Mr. Griffin.
Okay, and so me and him did discuss. He working on making his payments, getting his costs and stuff caught up and things like that. But other than that, he's been in compliance with the court orders. No problems with Mr. Gilkey, Your Honor.
All right, very good. No additional recommendations from Mr. Gilkey?
No, he's on a 24-month contract. He just came up on a year. He signed his contract. Well, he's been with us over a year. He signed his contract in August of 2020. So he's in phase 2. So he's on track to do what he needs to do, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. Anything from any of the other team members asked to Mr. Gilkey?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Gilkey, on a good report. Congratulations on that job. I know you're working hard and you're making a lot of money. That's always good. Be safe, and Happy New Year to you, Mr. Gilkey. Thank you, Judge.
And if I might add, Your Honor, Mr. Gilkey, congratulations on that job. You know, the judge needs you to have 2 jobs, though.
Did you hear that, Mr. Gilkey? Because every real man has at least 2 jobs, 2.
I heard.
Mr. Gilkey,
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Mr. Gilkey, I have only 1 job myself, so I'm in trouble too. Keep up the good work, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Do you have any questions for us today, Mr. Gilkey?
No, not at this time.
All right, very good. Mr. Griffin, what's next for Mr. Gilkey?
Your Honor, Mr. Gilkey will be coming back for a face-to-face on January the 31st, 2022, and that'll be at 10:30 a.m.
At 10:30. All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Gilkey? I think he did.
Yes. Okay.
All right, very good. Take care of yourself and be safe. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, let's go to Mr. Todd. Good morning, Mr. Todd. Where's Mr. Todd? I don't see him now.
Good morning, Judge.
Good
Happy New
morning.
Year.
Happy New Year. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm great. I'm taking it one day at a time.
One day at a time, and you're doing well?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
The holiday was the first time I got invited over my mother's house for Christmas.
You got invited where?
Over my mother's house for Christmas.
Now, why didn't your mama invite you for Christmas all those other years?
I wasn't allowed to over there all those other years.
Wow, Mr. Todd.
I enjoyed it. I seen my niece's baby for the first time. I spent time with my son, and I bought my mother a Christmas gift. I bought her a sweater for Christmas, and she started crying. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, Mr. Todd, how did that feel to, first of all, get an invitation to come for Christmas?
Yes, it felt great. It only was three of us because my mom was very scared of the COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And she made sure I got tested before I got there, but it felt wonderful. Yes, because I love her macaroni and cheese.
All right. And you got to have some, when is the last time you had your mama's macaroni and cheese?
2017.
Wow.
Yes. But that plate was handed through the door. That plate was handed through the door the last time I had it.
Wow.
Yes.
Look at you. So
Yes.
does your sobriety and being in recovery have anything to do with you being able to go to Christmas dinner at your mom's?
Yes, because my mom is also in recovery. She used to drink, but she doesn't drink. She got 20 years clean from alcohol.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So she don't play around.
No, she doesn't. Yes. Yes. I also been attending my meetings, but my home group, we going back to the internet. We've been back on the internet. I'm working on my 12-step program. New Year's Eve I spent with my granddad, and we counted the new year in, me and him and my father. Yes.
All right. Very good. Very good. You feeling good about where you are right now, Mr. Todd?
Yes, ma'am. I want to make payments, but I don't want to, like, I'm doing so good. I'm just scared. Like, if I just get away from you guys, I'm scared I might do bad. So
No, Mr. Todd, look, we are going to equip you to do well when you leave us. We will give you a continuum of care plan. We can't make you follow it, but you'll have it there and know what you need to do. Also, we're not going to throw you away when you leave us. We will still be available to you. Mr. Griffin will still be available, the court, the attorneys, where you can dial in whatever you need from us to help you, to fuss at you, do whatever. We are going to still be on your team. And so I need you to know that.
yeah, okay.
Okay. And I need you to trust the things that you have learned. I appreciate your honesty, because everybody comes on here and they're like, nope, I don't ever have any struggles. I'm good. I'm wonderful. And it's just I always put a little ticker, because I'm like, how can your life be a mess for years using a substance and then all of a sudden everything is just perfect? People that don't use substance, we don't have perfect lives, right? We all have a struggle, something we dealing with. And so you have always just been upfront about the struggles that you have. I just want you to know that we are still going to be a support system to you and for you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Mr. Griffin, I talk to him weekly, and he also expressed that. And
Yes.
so I'm going to start I'm gonna pay my payment down, and I'm gonna call Mr. Griffin phone every week, like we usually do.
There you go. And he's going to answer like he usually does.
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
he'll call you back if he's in court, like he usually does.
Yes, he does. Yes, ma'am.
How about that? All right. That's why he hasn't been giving us our money, because he's trying to stay longer. Give us our money.
Yeah, we had conversations, and he expressed this to me that he's in a good place. That I told him, I said, okay, eventually you're gonna have to walk on your own, but we always here for you, or whatever. So and he understand that, and I told him, Mr. Todd, like no matter what, he's like a little brother to me now. And I got some more stuff for you. So we supposed to meet last week, but we hook up maybe this week or something, so I can give you the other stuff I got for you. But you're doing a great job, man. Just stay strong. Just stay, I know you're enjoying reconnecting with your family and things like that. That's what this is all about. I mean, to get those relationships back and things like that are incredible. So you can't change that. I mean, you saying that you hadn't been allowed in your mom's house, and that's incredible, man. Those are things. That's what this is about. So, everybody's seeing a difference in you, and hopefully you seeing a difference in yourself. So just keep up the good work and keep working hard. And I'm always going to be here for you. So you don't have to worry about that.
There you go. There you go. Mr. Todd, do you have any questions for the team before I hear from the other team members?
No, ma'am. I just wanted to say Happy New Year's to everybody, and I really appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you too. And I hope that this is going to be an even better year than the one you had last year. And so, and I'm excited about you being reconnected to your mom. I am. Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Griffin, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Todd by way of update?
He's doing the things in phase 2. Like you said, we talk about payments. So that's the main thing he got to do is start making some payments. Testing, no problems with testing. He's doing great at work. He ain't got promotions. He getting more trust. So people seeing, where he came into. So, and I think he's seeing the good in himself too. So Mr. Todd has been working really hard, and just very proud of him, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikings?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Todd. You have a great attitude. We're proud of you, but you should be proud of yourself. And one of our goals, when possible, is family reunification. And you're talking about getting back with your mother and spending Christmas with your mother. That's great. That's great. Keep up the good work, Mr. Todd. As I said, we're proud of you. And Happy New Year to you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Todd, we've been through some harder times and some good times, but you've always had a great attitude. As Mr. Reed said, you always have that smile on your face. It's always great to see you. Keep up the great work, sir. I can see that you're making great strides in this program, and I know you can do it.
Thank you, Mr. Blake.
Thank you.
All right. If nothing else for Mr. Todd, I need to place his case numbers on the record. Case number is SP 961-8881 and case number 1905-880-901. If nothing else for Mr. Todd, what's his next date, Mr. Griffin?
Your Honor, that would be January the 31st, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. for face-to-face.
All right. Very good. Did you get that, Mr. Todd?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We will see you then. Take good care of yourself and just know we're here for you, okay?
Thank you. I will. Have a great day.
You do the same. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Ms. Smith. Ms. Smith, I have the following case for you, 1906-0740001. State your name for me.
Sarah Smith.
Good morning and Happy New Year to you.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
How are you?
I'm good. Hanging in there.
You're hanging in there? All right. How did it go during the holidays?
It went good. I stayed home for New Year's Eve and worked on my house and did projects on the bathroom. So it felt good. Felt good to not wake up with a hangover on New Year's. So
look at you. Very good. Very good. Did you spend any time with family?
I did. I think last time I talked to you, my stepdad was in the hospital and he ended up passing away on December 4th. So.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so it's been rough. My mom's having a hard time, so just being able to be there for her is pretty good.
That's good. Yes. How are you dealing with that grief? How are you dealing with that loss?
Getting through it.
Yeah. Are you talking about it at all in any of your sessions?
Yeah, I go to therapy every other week, and then I have group therapy every Thursday. So I
Okay,
have good support. My boss is super supportive at work too. She told me I'm working, but it's been tough.
okay. Is your mom there with you?
She has been periodically, yeah.
Oh,
We spent a lot of time at church.
okay.
That makes her feel good. So, and yeah, she's been with me a lot, so.
All right, very good. Very good. Did you learn anything since the last time I've seen you?
Just talking a lot about being of service with others, being of service to others. My sponsor really pushes me in and volunteers me for a lot of stuff with AA. So I always feel good doing it. And then just being able to be there for my mom, it really, I wouldn't have, 2 years ago, I wouldn't have been there for her like I am right now. So.
Wow. I'm so glad that you're there for her. I am. That's a good thing, a really good thing. How do you feel about the program so far?
Really
Good?
good. Yeah, I don't know, you get feedback from other people in your lives, whether it's work or people that you know forever. And I'm really lucky. I have friendships that I've had for 30 years. And just kind of over the holidays, you connect a little bit more with people being off, and just friends telling me that they're proud of me and where I'm at just feels really good. So when other people see it, then it kind of, you see it.
Yeah, it feels good, especially when other people see it, because they've seen you at your worst.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And now to say they're proud of you, they're seeing you at your best or on your way to your best, right?
Yep.
That's a good feeling. Very good. Very good. Did you have any questions for the team this morning, Ms. Smith?
No, I'm good. I'm good
Good.
right now. Yeah, thanks.
All right. Who has Ms. Smith case? Mr. Yancey?
Yes, Your Honor. I do have Miss Smith. She is doing well. Well, we're sorry for her loss, but
Yes.
I think this program has somewhat helped equipped her getting through the loss, and not only getting through the loss, but being able to be there for her mother in a way that she said she would not have been able to. So she's doing really well. She's still at Freedom Recovery. She probably would have technically completed, but she chooses to continue that, which I think is a great decision. Screenings have been the way they should be. I'm always getting some information about her screenings. They're always negative. She's working on community service. She's working on her payments. She's almost completed her payments. So she's really in full compliance. She's embraced the program. She continues to learn something new or different all the time. So Ms. Smith is really in a good spot right now.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Yancey. From the other team members?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Ms. Smith. Good report. As usual, you're working the program. Be proud of yourself. We're proud of you. I'm sorry for the loss of your stepfather, but you're working the program. Hopefully, we're giving them tools to handle that loss. There's always grief counseling available if you feel you need it. Keep up the good work. Be safe, and Happy New Year to you, Ms. Smith. Thank you. Happy New Year. Thank you, Judge.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Ms. Smith, you are doing a great job. You've consistently done a great job through this program. You should think well of yourself, because we are very proud of you. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. If nothing else, Ms. Smith, if no questions, we'll get your next return.
Your Honor, that is going to be January 31st of this year for a face-to-face at 10:30.
All right. Very good. Did you get that, Ms. Smith?
I got it. Thank you.
Got it. All right. Wonderful. Good to see you. Take good care of yourself. Again, our condolences to you and your family. And we're here if you need us. Okay?
All right. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Take care.
Bye.
All right. Ms. Pryor, are you ready?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
I've been trying to figure out, what does Miss Pryor have on? That is a jacket.
It's my
It is a
coat.
Yes. I'm like, where is she going and what is she doing? I just now saw what it is. I think you pushed back a little bit from the camera.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I can see. All
I'm
right.
at work. It'd be cold in here.
Oh, okay. Let me get I didn't know you
Yeah.
were at work.
Yeah.
All right. Let me put your case number on the record, 200-557-9901. State your full name for me, please.
Martasia Pryor.
All right, Miss Pryor, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
You doing fine? You're at the new
Yeah.
job?
Yes, I work at the hospital now.
That's an even newer job.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you
It
doing?
it was more money, so
Hey, I'm with you.
yeah.
Look, what are you doing at the hospital?
Linen service.
Look at you.
Yes.
Very good. All right,
Yes.
you're being safe while you're there?
Yep, I have to wear a mask. Every time we step out into like the main hallways and everything. It's a small group that I work with. We all vaccinated. You have to get vaccinated to work here. So I'm vaccinated and everything.
Wonderful. What hospital is this, if you don't mind sharing?
Novi, Providence and Novi.
There you go. There you go. I love it. Everybody has to be vaccinated to work here. I'm looking for the day. I'm looking for that day. I'm looking for that day.
Yeah, I didn't have any complications or anything, like nothing. Everything was great when I got vaccinated.
There you go. Tell the world, Miss Pryor. Tell the world. And you're still healthy. You still just have, let me count your eyes. 1, 2. You only have 2 eyes. You look good. How's that new baby?
She's fine. That's another reason I had to get vaccinated. I can't risk her health and she's a newborn.
She is. Look at that. Doing it for that baby. There you go. There you go. All right. And so how are you doing with your program? You got a lot going on.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm learning patience.
Okay. You're learning some patience. Who you have to be patient with? Who are you learning to be patient with?
Everything, obstacles just keep coming every time I'm trying to do something else comes up. So for the holiday, I actually was at work for Christmas and New Year's for holiday pay. So I'm trying to get them payments to Mr. Yancey.
All right. Look at Mr. Yancey. Do it, Mr. Yancey. All right. Very good. No issues during the holidays? No struggles?
No, I was at work.
At work. All right. Very good. Did you at least get to spend some time with your family?
Yeah, when I get off, my daughter, she was with her dad. Then when I get off, she came home and opened her gifts. So.
All right. Very good. Very good. So is there anything that you need us to help you with, Ms. Pryor?
No, I think I'm handling it.
You handling it? All right. Sounds good to me. Let's go, Mr. Yancey.
Your Honor, Ms. Pryor's doing really well, and I want to recommend a phase advancement to phase 3, and this is the reason. She's in almost the 11th month of a 12-month term. She's completed outpatient. She continues to go to meetings. She continues to screen. Those screens are negative. Not only that, she screened about 3 or 4 days after she had her last child. Even though we gave her some more time, she went right back to screening, which we really appreciate. And she's working on her community service, and she's working on her payments. So,
and what about the sobriety weekend? Has she done that yet?
Because of her charge, she wasn't. She didn't have to do that. Okay. So she's really been doing well. Everything we've asked her to do. It wasn't the easiest, but she did it, and she's been doing it. So we want to recommend her to be considered for phase 3, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Fikes, Mr. Reed, or any of the team members?
No objections, Judge. I would concur with the recommendation of Mr. Yancey. Thank you. No objections.
Yes, Judge, so would I. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. Then I need everyone to join me in congratulating Ms. Pryor. You're going to phase 3 today. Congratulations, Ms. Pryor. All right, you're almost there. You are almost there. So I just want to encourage you. Phase 3 is the phase that even though you won't see a lot of us, you'll still be in contact with Mr. Yancey. It's not a phase to let your guard down or to get lazy or anything. You have to work as hard. If I think you have to work harder in phase 3, because this is where you're going to show yourself, I can do this without the court's intervention, because I'm going to have very little. Know that we're here for you. You're still not by yourself. If you need us, we're still available. But this is it. This is the last little piece.
Okay,
All
thank you
right.
so much.
Yes, ma'am. Congratulations to you. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Yes, Judge, I want to congratulate Ms. Pryor on a good report. And I wanted to thank you. Healthcare service workers are so needed these days. And you're out at Providence Novi. I want to put on, Providence is my hospital, only a Southfield. But I'm proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. And thank you for your service. Thank you. Happy New Year to you, Ms. Pryor.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Reed, for reminding. I let that go right over my head. Thank you for working in the hospitals. We need people in the hospitals, and I think that is a huge sacrifice that you make when you go into a place where you know everybody's sick, right? And you still go. So thank you for your service. Mr. Fikens, go right ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ma'am, you're doing a great job in this program. Keep up the great work. And again, thank you for your service, as others have said. We're very proud of you and what you've done. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. If no questions from Ms. Pryor, Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Yeah, and she's gonna be afforded a face-to-face on February 7th of this year at 10:30.
All right, did you get that, Ms. Pryor?
Yes.
I'm very proud of you, ma'am. You
Thank you.
came in and you worked. You know, y'all young people always make me a little nervous. You came in and you worked the program, and I am extremely proud of you, okay?
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you, but you have access to Mr. Yancey, okay?
Mhm.
All right.
And Ms. Pryor, I'll talk to you well before that.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Mr.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye. All right, I am ready to go to Mr. Lamar. Mr. Lamar, if you could unmute for me.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning and Happy New Year to you.
Same to you.
Thank you. All right, you smiling. Are you off to a good start this year?
Now I am. It's been terrible since I had COVID for about a month, and it made me a believer. And I learned the hard way, Your Honor.
You didn't have a vaccine?
No, I got it now. No, I didn't have the vaccine. Yeah, I know.
You see my face, right?
Yes.
Mr.
It was horrible.
Lamar, and you survived it, but you had to fight for a month.
Yes. Yeah. It was the worst feeling I ever felt in my life, Your Honor.
I'm so glad you went. First of all, I'm so glad you survived it. There are a lot of people not surviving COVID without that vaccine, and a lot of people they're struggling. I will tell you, I had COVID last week. I haven't tested yet. I'm still in my quarantine. I have the vaccine, and I feel like $1 million today.
Yes.
I had maybe three or 4 days, maybe 3 days of hard times. But let me tell you, without that vaccine, I don't know what would have happened. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so glad you got it.
Yeah, me too. Now, yeah. Like the shot, I heard it for about a couple of days, but other than that, I take that 1 million times before I get COVID again.
Now you didn't go in there crying and stuff, right? You didn't.
It was worth it. Yeah, I should have.
I don't do needles, and I did it.
Yeah.
I did it, and I did the booster. So I had to do 2
yeah.
shots and the booster, so a total of 3. So it's worth it, Mr. Lamar. And this is what I hope you will do. You will go and tell your friends and your family who have not had that vaccine to encourage them to get it. I hope that's what you'll do.
Yeah, there's nothing to play with.
Yeah, I'm glad you survived it, though. You look good.
Thank you, Your Honor. As I just got off work, I was sorry for being a little bit late, but I was running late behind schedule.
Okay. All right. Well, we're glad that you joined us. And so it sounds like you had COVID during the holidays.
Yes, New Christmas and New Year's before, so yeah, it was quarantine. Yeah, it was horrible.
All right. So did you have any struggles other than with your health with respect to staying on track?
No, Your Honor, no. Everything is going the way it's supposed to go. So I'm great. I'm good.
All right, very
Yeah.
good. Have you heard anything about your other case?
It was weird. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I was supposed to have court today, but I just
Today
looked
at
it up.
1:30. Yeah. Did you got court today with Judge Archer at 1:30?
It was I just looked it up today, and it's for some reason it said Wednesday at 12 o'clock. So I'm trying to get a hold of my attorney now, see what's going on.
Okay, the last time I looked, it was today at 1:30. So make sure just make sure the last time I looked, and that was last week, it was today at 1:30 unless they changed something. So just make sure you just go into Judge Archer or get in contact with your attorney, because the last time I looked, it was today at 1:30.
Right, yeah, that's what I thought too. Believe me, I looked at online today and said, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna do what you just advised.
Okay, yeah, I'll call the courtroom or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
All
make
right.
sure.
Very good, very good. All right, and you're doing everything you're supposed to do, Mr. Lamar?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you having any struggles, any issues that you
No,
need us to be
yeah.
aware of or to help you with?
No, I'll get everything under control.
Okay, all right, very good. What have you learned since the last time I've seen you, other than to take the shot?
Well, just stay focused no matter how bad things look or how, just don't try not to worry about it. Everything's gonna work out. So that's what I keep my mindset at. So.
All right, stay focused no matter how bad things look. That's a good thing to learn, because sometimes things can look really bad and it can take us off of our focus, right? And we start doing all kind of other stuff.
Correct.
So just stay focused on your goal. Things will get better, right?
Right, yeah.
They'll work out.
As long
They
as I
will.
stay sober, stay sober.
Yes.
Key.
Yes. All right, let me hear from Mr. Griffin. Mr. Griffin?
Like Mr. Lamar said, things, he got a lot ahead of him. He got a lot riding on this, and he understand that or whatever. So, make him talk, keep encouraging him, stay positive. That's the only thing he can do. Hey, what's going to happen is going to happen, but it's what you do right now that may help you out later, and you understand that. So, doing your recovery, your testing and things like that. So when the time comes, they may have to reach out and contact me and ask me for a recommendation of, what are you doing in our program and things like that. They might even reach out to judge, so that's why it's important for you to maintain and do everything that you're supposed to do right now. But other than that, Your Honor, he's been in compliance. I hate what happened, but to get to this point or whatever, Mr. Lamar always been very respectable and things like that. So not having any problems with him. So just the process, but just continue to work hard. Like I said, it's a lot riding on this, so you never know when they're gonna have to reach out to me and Judge Holmes. So so just just maintain what are you doing. So other than that, Judge, he's doing well.
All right, very good. From the attorneys, anything asked to Mr. Lamar?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Mr. Lamar. Keep up the good work. I know you have a lot on your plate now and you're worried about a lot of things, but I've said it before, troubles are only temporary. You're going to get past this. Keep up the good work, though. We're proud of what you're doing. You should be proud of this. And Happy New Year to you, Mr. Lamar. Stay safe, sir. Stay safe.
To you, Mr.
Thank
Reed.
you, Judge.
Mr. Lamar, if I might add, Your Honor, Mr. Lamar, you've done a great job. You should be proud of yourself. You come in every time. You're always ready to go. You're ready to talk. We're very proud of you, sir. You should be proud of yourself. Thank you, Judge.
All right, yes, we are. We're very proud of you, Mr. Lamar, and I'm glad to see that you did well during the holidays. The holidays can be tough. They can be. Yeah, but I'm glad you stayed on track. Very glad about that. Proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. All right, Mr. Griffin, what's next for Mr. Lamar?
Your Honor, Mr. Lamar is in phase 2, so he'll be coming back for a face-to-face on January the 31st, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. And I'll update you with the next court date or whatever happens today or whenever, if they change it. So I'll make sure I update you with that, Your Honor.
All right, please do. Please do. Thank you so much. All right. Did you get that, Mr. Lamar?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Take good care of yourself. Good to see you.
It's the same to you, and everybody. Have a good rest of your day.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
All right. Miss Wilson, it is 9:10 a.m. I am ready to admit everybody from the waiting room. So if you could do that at this time. All right. I believe everybody's admitted. Good morning. Our court session is, we're already in session. And so if your last name begins with the letter A, you are going to receive an invitation to go to breakout room number 1 with attorney Cherika Harris. You'll go in so you all can talk about the offers from the people and why you're here and what you're planning to do. And so Ms. Wilson will send out those invitations right now. It will be either to breakout room 1 or 2. Ms. Wilson, if you could set up breakout room number 3, that will be for the attorneys or any individuals that are in law enforcement. If you are an officer, I need everybody to turn on your camera if you're in the courtroom so we can know who's here and where we need to send you. And so if you're an officer, law enforcement, or an attorney, a retained attorney, please check in with the clerk by calling 313-965-2280. Somebody has something in their mouth. He don't know he's in court. All right. Thank you so much. All right. And so Ms. Wilson, go ahead and send out those invitations. Thank you.
And Your Honor, may Ms. Wilson also send me an invitation? I'll go back with Attorney Harris as well for the moment.
All right, wonderful. And then I'll be ready to resume the specialty court docket after she finishes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I don't see anyone in the courtroom, Mr. Reed, so maybe this is a good time to take a break. I don't know. But I don't see any defendants. Where did they go?
I see Mr. Fleming and Miss
Miss Muck. Okay, she back on.
Mr. Mark.
All right, they need to turn on their cameras. All right, Mr. Fleming, you are up next. I don't see Mr. Fleming on my 8:30, but let me see if he's somewhere else.
Yeah, Your Honor, if I could,
Yes.
Mr. Fleming was on last week, and you had afforded him a face-to-face today so we could get him back on Mondays, but he probably didn't understand that, so that's why he's on. But everything is the same with Mr. Fleming. He's still doing his outpatient and still doing his on-site testing. But since he popped on, I just didn't call him to tell him to get off. But he's in good shape today. We had given him a 10:30 just for today.
Okay, let me place this case number on the record, 201-29277. Mr. Fleming, state your name for me.
James Fleming.
All right, good morning and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Good morning.
All right, Mr. Fleming, you did your face-to-face. We wanted to get you back on your usual day. It's good to see you. I hope things are going well.
Yes, things are going pretty good.
All right, very good. Did you have any questions for the court?
No, not today.
No questions? All right, Mr. Yancey, will you be talking to Mr. Fleming?
Yes, I'll be talking to him again today, and we wanted to put him for January 24th, so that gets him back on Monday and gets him back on his right time.
All right, very good. So Monday, January 24th at 8:30?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Fleming?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
All right, very good. Uh-oh, I have the wrong case number for Mr. Fleming. Thank you, Ms. Mack. I have case number 211-306-871. That's for Mr. Fleming. I need to know who the other case number is for then. There's another transfer case, but they didn't put a name by it. Make sure it's not on the bottom of, oh, that's Lakeisha Anderson. It's split up, it's split pages. All right, very good. I have it. Thank you so much, Ms. Mack. All right, Mr. Fleming, good to see you. Take care of yourself, okay?
All right, you too. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Guys.
All right.
Probation Officer Thomas, good morning to you.
Morning, Your Honor.
All right, are you here on a matter?
I am. I'm actually covering for Officer O'Driscoll on a Al-Hatami, Fahimi, Al-Hatami. I'm not going to keep saying the name because I'm going to say it a million different ways. But they are up for a discharge today, and I believe it was already submitted to your courtroom.
It was, and I asked at a hearing. I see it. He has two matters. Is that correct?
I just know about the Z8081801 matter.
Oh, it is one. They just have it on my docket twice. Same number. All right. And so I believe that he's on. He may be in a breakout room.
Okay.
But I just needed to get some clarity about what was ordered, what was done, because that discharge, it only has limited information. And so if you're able to do that this morning, I'd like to get it taken care of so that I don't tie you up all day. Ms. Wilson, is Al-Hatami in a breakout room? I thought I saw his name up this morning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you bring him back in for me?
Yes.
Bring him back to the main session. Thank you. And Mr. Thomas, I'm going to call that. You all indulge me for a second because Mr. Thomas has been in our waiting room for a minute. And we'll get him all squared away. All right, there he is. Wonderful. I have the following case number, Z8081801. Mr. Thomas, place your name on the record for me.
Officer Joseph Thomas, filling in for Officer of Record, Officer Jennifer O'Driscoll.
All right, thank you. And then Mr. Al-Hatami, if you would state your full name for me.
Fahmi Al-Haytami.
I'm sorry, what is your name?
Fahmi Al-Haytami.
Okay, thank you. We're just butchering your name. All right,
No
sorry about
problem.
that.
I was in the other room. I thought that was like the judge room I was supposed to be in.
No. We thought you were an A case for processing this morning. I didn't realize you were here for a probation discharge review. So she
Okay.
brought you back.
No
Yeah,
problem. Okay, thank you.
very good. All right, Officer Thomas, tell me what I need to know about this probation for the defendant. I'm not gonna butcher his name.
So, Your Honor, this defendant was placed on a 6-month probation for operating while visibly impaired on June 29th, 2021 by Judge Sherman. He was to pay $750. He has done so. He was to complete outpatient treatment, which he did through, sorry, this wasn't my case. It was the Motor City Center for Hope. He was no alcohol or illegal substances, urinalysis testing twice a month. It appears Officer O'Driscoll had him going through jams and he was clean every time. He was to complete the victim impact panel. He did do so. He was to complete the alcohol highway safety level 1 program. And I believe he did that through eVay, which I have a copy of it right here. He was to watch consequences. And then any restitution that was ordered was to be paid. It appears though that this matter did not have any restitution. Those were the only conditions. Every condition is complete. Officer O'Driscoll did run a criminal history check on December 30th and found no new offenses or active warrants. So at this time, it appears all the conditions of probation are complete.
All right, and you are recommending him for discharge.
I am, Your Honor. And as I said off the record, I believe Officer O'Driscoll had submitted to your courtroom a discharge already.
She did. She did in
Perfect.
fact.
Perfect.
All right. And so, sir, tell me what you learned from this experience.
How one mistake set me back on my career, and it was just a mistake of me not thinking further to what actions could lead me to.
All right. And so you learned that you need to, that alcohol and drugs not mix well, right?
No, yeah. I just got to figure out now how I can try to get that misdemeanor out of my background so I can go back into my career, hopefully.
All right. And so I know that there's some new legislation. I don't know if you want to go back into the breakout room and have some discussion with Mr. Fikens, who is assigned, or Ms. Harris, who is assigned to my court on today, but you are certainly at liberty to do that. I'm going to discharge you from probation today. I'm satisfied that you've met all of the terms and conditions of your probation. But if you have some legal questions, you can certainly go back into the room and ask those questions.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Mr. Reed, unless you had something you wanted to add.
No, Judge, I just looked at it and he was represented by a retained attorney during this process, Attorney Glaser. And I noticed that on the docket. So I'm sure Mr. Fikens or Ms. Harris will be willing to answer any questions, but he could also contact his retained attorney if he wishes to.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Reed. Thank you, Officer Thomas. Thank you all for showing up. I'll sign the order of probation discharge. And sir, would you like to go back into the breakout room?
I would do, but I got a question.
Yes.
Okay, so when I'm discharged now, I don't have to do jams. I don't have to do any other things.
No, you're finished.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, very good. Ms. Wilson, if you could place him back in the breakout room number 1. Thank you, Officer Thomas. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You as well, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Wilson, tell me when we're ready.
Your Honor, I think the last person on it is Miss Muck, and I think we had some
1030s.
Some face-to-faces, yeah.
Yes, and I'll go through those and close out the specialty court docket. All right, let's do it, Ms. Muck. I am ready on case number Z8073181. Ms. Muck, unmute and state your name for me.
Callie Muck.
All right, now Ms. Muck, when y'all move around with those cameras, I hustle it. It looks like I saw some profanity posted up on your wall. Did I?
Posted?
Yes, on your
What do you
wall.
mean?
Okay,
On
maybe
my
I was
wall?
just seeing things. Yes.
Oh, in my room, yeah, it does say fucking. It says Callie fucking muck.
Oh,
But my water has been out all morning, so I mean, like my whole apartment has had no water. That's why I was late. So I had to drive my daughter. Go upstairs, please. To my mom so she could shower. I had to come back here. My dog just spilled coffee all over my new couch. So like it's just been I'm trying to get my daughter ready for school and then be on here at the same time. So it's hard.
yeah.
That's why
Okay.
I'm moving around a lot. Because yeah, we have had water and it's just been hard this morning.
Oh, do you know when you're gonna get some water?
Within the next hour or so, but my whole apartment, I guess a pipe broke or something, so no one's had water.
Okay. All right. How are you handling that stress? Because it looks like it's stressful to you.
I'm
sure
well,
it is.
I just didn't want to get on camera. Honestly, I haven't showered and I haven't brushed my teeth. I've just brushed to get on here. And so I'm a little annoyed, but I get it. You know, I'm having to pay my dues here. So
Absolutely. And the wonderful thing is we are not in person. Usually you would have to be in the courtroom physically but for the pandemic, right? And so we don't know that your teeth are not brushed. If that's any consolation, I'm sure it still doesn't feel good, but we're glad that you did get on. Okay. Yes. Is that a yes?
Yeah. Yes, that was a yes.
Okay. How have you been doing, Miss Muck?
I had
The
COVID
recent
for
crisis.
I had COVID for Christmas. And I mean, life is just life. I've been working, I got a job, but everything has just been fine. Yeah, everything's fine. I've been drug testing 3 times a week. It's going back negative. I'm going to my therapy 3 times a week, working almost every single day. So there's just been no downtime.
Yeah. How is the job going? Where are you working?
Working at a diner in Auburn. It's good. It's nice having a job again. That feels good. Working a lot, but like it's nice getting out of my apartment and being out in I guess out in the world.
Yeah. Okay. Did you have any struggles? I mean, I'm sorry to hear that you had COVID for Christmas. But you recovered well, all is well?
Yep. It
Okay.
wasn't that bad. I was just really lethargic and just couldn't really like do much, but I wasn't like suffering.
Okay. Okay, very good. I'm glad. Did your baby do well?
Yep, she's good.
Okay, good. I'm so glad to hear that. So glad. Tell me something that you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
I don't really know. Life has just been the same. Life has been the same. Yeah, I can't say that I learned anything new.
No. Okay.
I don't think so. I mean, I've learned that I guess it helps to have a job if you need money.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good thing to learn. It helps to have a job. If you need money, get it honestly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. All right. Very good. Very good. Is there anything that you need us to help you with, Miss Muck?
No, I think I'm okay.
You're okay. I hope that you get water sooner than an hour and that you can get back on track with the rest of your day so your baby can get to her learning and all of that good stuff. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Mr. Griffin, what do you want to tell me about Miss Muck?
Yeah, I've been talking to Miss Muck all morning, so she had told me that her water was whatever. So I just encourage her, to get on, that we still had the court hearing or whatever. But other than that, Your Honor, the information that you requested as far as the medication, I did receive that last week. So I do have that. So I'll update you on that. She did reach out to her doctor. They did send that right over. They faxed it that day. So I do have that information. Like she said, she's actively in outpatient treatment, doing well. She's testing, no problem with testing. But other than that, she's in compliance. She's been with us 114 days. So maybe after we staff, I'll start looking at different things to get her started. Different things in phase 2. I believe this is her first drunk driving case, so she don't. I think you already have your license, right, Ms. Mock?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, yeah. So she don't have to go through us to get a
Good.
license or anything like that. So
Very
we'll just
good.
start working on some other goals and start looking at different things to keep her moving forward. But other than that, Your Honor, she's been doing okay.
All right, very good. Mr. Reed, anything for Ms. Muck?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Ms. Muck. You're doing your testing. We know it's not easy. Keep up the good work. And utilities go out, electricity goes out, it comes back on, water goes out, it'll come back on. Be patient. Happy New Year to you. Be safe, Ms. Muck. Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Ms. Muck, do you have any questions for the team?
No, I don't.
Okay, very good. Mr. Griffin, what's next for Ms. Muck?
Your Honor, she'll be coming back in 2 weeks. That'll be January the 24th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Ms. Muck?
Yep, I got it.
All right, wonderful. Take care of yourself, okay?
Thanks.
All right. All right, I am going to call the, Ms. Wilson, I'll let you let in the people from the waiting room, and I'm going to take off the doorbell. And then that way, now everybody can come in. For those who are joining us, you are going to get an invitation to a breakout room. Please turn on your camera. I do not service people without a camera on. And so if you want to be serviced, you must have your camera on. You are going to receive an invitation to a breakout room. Please accept that invitation so that you are able to talk with an attorney. Ms. Wilson, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, there's a Tierra A that's on here. You need to put your last name on your device as well and accept the invitation to the breakout room. All right, let's go to the 10:30 docket. I have the following. Ms. Mack, were you able to look up Lenoris Allen?
Yeah, hold on 1 second, because I wrote my notes on that. Yes, when I checked that this morning, a payment was not made.
All right, what was the balance?
Let me double check 1 second.
That's case number SP 117-278-82.
The balance on it is $220.
All right, so KPS will issue, and that balance is going to be, the original charge will be reinstated. And the balance will be the bond amount, $220. All right, I have the cash or surety, yes.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna go to Latasha Bennett. I have the following case number SP 114-7021, counts 1 and 2. Case number SP 791874-1. Case number SX 202-73681, and case number 14058-16601.
Your Honor, that's my case. That's a face-to-face today, so I'll be talking to Ms. Bennett a little later. She's doing fine, no problems, been testing, doing the things that she needs to do. She'll be coming back to see you for a court hearing on January 31st, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, wonderful. She did well during the holidays.
Yes, Your Honor.
Wonderful. All right, I have the following for Lakeisha Anderson, 201-292-77.
Ms. Anderson is my case, Your Honor. Ms. Anderson also in phase 2, she's doing well. No problem with the interlock, no problem with the house arrest. Actually, Your Honor, she'll be coming up on the 44 days on January the 12th. Would ask for permission. I send you an order over to have the tether removed on the 12th. So that'll be the 44 days. I got the day. I wrote it down. But I did the math, and she started the tether.
I'm sorry, Mr. Griffin. Sir, you're in
Okay.
court. Take your hoodie and thing off your head. Taking everything off your head. You're going to put your name on the box. You're going to get an invitation to a breakout room. Accept it for me, okay? All right, thank you so much. All right, Mr. Griffin, go ahead. I'm sorry, but I'll get myself.
I understand. Yeah, she started house arrest on November the 30th. So it'll be coming up on 44 days on January the 12th. So we haven't had any problems. I talked to Michelle. She paid the full balance the other day on the tether. So everything's been going well. No problems with Miss Anderson. And Your Honor, she'll be coming back to see you for a court hearing on January the 31st at 8:30 a.m. 2022.
All right, very good. Did I miss anyone else on the specialty court docket? No? All right, then that's gonna wrap up specialty court. It looks like today it's only 9:30. It's been a good day. It's only 9:30. It looks like we should be able to staff on today. I have only one thing on the docket at 1:30, and it's an arraignment. So we should be able to staff today. We need to staff. We have to be in compliance with best practices. And so it's been tough because I can only be one place at a time. And so when my docket goes over to the afternoon, I'm not able to staff. So let's plan for 1:30. And Mr. Griffin, Mr. Yancey, if you all could get that message out to the team, we will staff for Tuesday's docket as well as Thursday's docket. I'd like to do both. And so Ms. Mack, if you could send over the dockets for Tuesday, you might as well do Tuesday, Wednesday, no, just Tuesday and Thursday, because Wednesday is a whole different beast. I don't even want to see Wednesday's docket. I don't even want to see it. I'm not ready. All right. So
Miss Mack, if you could send me Thursday docket, I need Thursday's docket. I'm working from home today, so I need Thursday's docket. I have Tuesday, I need Thursday.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
All right. And so if you all could get that message to the team, it's 9:30. We should be ready to staff at 1:30. And we'll go through because we have not been together, and that will take us through and then we'll staff again on Thursdays. And then we'll remind me to have us look at our staffing dates because we have to be in compliance. Our funding is tied to it. We have to be in compliance. All right, very good. Any questions for me, Mr. Yancey? You need 5 seconds. You know how you always
I don't think I need any seconds.
5 seconds.
So, well, I do need 3 seconds.
You lessened it. What you need, Mr. Yancey?
No,
what?
it's not urgent. Ashley Richardson, she did take that COVID test.
Yes.
And she was negative. So she just is feeling bad, but she is negative. So I'm having her go back screening instead of the sober link.
And she went to screen immediately. Is that correct?
Once she got the test.
She did go screen. Okay. Wonderful. But you know what? She didn't have that vaccine. Y'all heard Mr. Lamar, 30 days under the weather.
She hasn't had it. And yeah, I have a couple of people who haven't had it. And when you have it, you're going to get super sick. So.
Yep. And she's still got to get up and do what she needs to do to work this program. I mean, you don't have to have the COVID shot to work it, but
all right,
you're going to have to show up for some other stuff feeling bad or show up dead. I mean, I don't know which one, but yeah, I'm glad she doesn't have it though. I'm glad she can get her babies. All right, very good. All right, if nothing else, Miss Mack, I'm going to look at, I think you sent me an order to sign off on. I'm going to sign off on that. And then Ms. Wilson, when people come on, let's continue to put them in the breakout room. Mr. Reed, you might want to join them.
Yes,
so y'all can do some incredible things together. And
yes,
I have a couple questions, please.
You doing the Yancey. What you want, Ms. Mack?
No, because I had missed something because of the phone. I was on the phone with Mr. Yancey's client, Mr. James Fleming. What was his date and time?
It's gonna
January, go ahead, Mr.
get
Smith.
January 24th at 8:30.
Okay, thank you. I think that's the only one I missed. And Judge, I don't know if you're aware, but we do have one case at 1:30.
Yes,
Did you see the doc? Okay, okay.
yes, it's an
That's all.
arraignment. Yes.
Yeah,
And we'll still
okay.
staff at 1:30. We'll see if that person shows up or what have you. I don't know.
Right, and the other thing for that final pretrial, I'm just gonna take that off the docket because we don't know, because that's that one that was supposed to be a jury trial.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay.
That was the 10:30.
Okay.
So you can take it off my docket, but let's put it it was only scheduled for a final pretrial. So I want to get a jury trial date. We can do it way out. Let's go to, we can go to July or August, and then we'll just let the parties know that may change depending on what's going on with the pandemic.
Okay, so I'll leave that as is until you're ready to call the docket, but
Yes.
just so you know, I want to take it off today, so it won't show up on your report.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, ma'am. Looking out for me. I appreciate it. All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
Very good.
Okay, that's all. See, I didn't need nothing bad.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Get us those dockets. Y'all get the word out. Staffing at 1:30. Mr. Reed, go join them.
Yes.
And let me know when you all are ready. And Mr. Reed, if they can start trickling people in, I don't have a problem with that either.
Absolutely, Judge. Ms. Wilson, will you put me in the breakout room, please? Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna mute us back to Rebecca.
All right. Thank you
Chief,
all.
I have it.
I'll be able to hear you, but I'm going to be on mute.
All right, thanks, Judge.
Thank you.
Whoever the Zoom user is need to take off their hat. Miss Mack, are you present in the courtroom?
I'm in the courtroom. What you need, Mr. Fikens?
We have a young, well, not a young, but a person in there who needs an Arabic interpreter. Are we able to secure one today, or will that need another date?
Let me see what I can do.
Thank you.
Are we ready on the two individuals who have returned to the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor, we're ready.
All right, I'm going to start with Mr. Ainsworth. The other Zoom user needs to put a name on, or you all need to let me know. I have the following matters for Percy Ainsworth III, case number SP 1195680, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number SP 1207128, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Ainsworth, state your full name for me, please.
Percy Ainsworth.
All right, thank the third, is that correct?
Yes, the third. Percy Ainsworth the third.
All right, thank you. Who's representing Mr. Ainsworth? Uh-oh, I can't hear you, Ms. Harris, if you're speaking. Uh-oh, your sound is up.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Phew. Chair Eka Harris, P72832 on behalf of Mr. Ainsworth.
All right, thank you, and good morning, and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. How are we proceeding this morning as to Mr. Ainsworth? Today is the date scheduled for arraignment.
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, my client will stand mute, waive formal reading of the information.
All right.
We have discussed the cases and his rights. He is waiving his right to trial and entering a plea pursuant to the recommendation. Is that correct, Mr. Ainsworth?
Yes.
All right, tell me the recommendation.
Your Honor, the recommendation is that if Mr. Ainsworth entered a plea on 2 counts, case ending in 5680, counts 1 and 2, the remaining matters would be dismissed.
All right, wonderful. Is that your understanding, Mr. Ainsworth?
Yes.
And Your Honor, I have to also add, those would be amended to fail to display and improper plates.
All right, so count 1 would be amended to failure to display, and then count 2 would be amended to improper plates. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Ainsworth, please raise your right hand. Do you, your other right hand, okay. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. Attorney Harris, you may place your hand down. Please establish that your client understands his constitutional rights, that he's giving up those rights to take advantage of the people's offer.
Mr. Ainsworth, do you recall us having a discussion with regards to your rights regarding
Yes.
misdemeanor matters? You understand that you do have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
And you do understand that by entering a plea today, you're giving up your right to trial.
Yes.
And that is your intent to do so in your decision.
Yes.
And you're doing that freely and voluntarily, correct? No one
Yes.
forced you or promised you anything?
No.
All right, thank you. Counsel, as to the factual basis, please establish that on the record with your client.
Mr. Ainsworth, on the date and time listed in the citation, were you present in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And you happened to have an encounter with police officers?
Yes.
And you were asked to present a valid driver's license?
Yes.
Were you able to do so?
No.
Was your license in fact suspended?
Yes.
Were you asked to present proof of insurance?
Yes.
Were you able to do so?
No.
And you were issued citations for those offenses, correct?
Correct.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied as well. I'll accept your plea of guilty. I'm amending count 1 to failure to display a valid operator's license. I'm amending count 2 to improper plates. I'm dismissing the remaining 3 matters without, is it 4? The remaining 4 matters without prejudice with a stipulation of probable cause.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Thank you. They are dismissed and I'm ready for sentencing.
Your Honor, before the court imposes sentence, we'll respectfully request leniency in terms of any fines and costs imposed by the court. Also would ask that if there is a bond that has been tendered on behalf of Mr. Ainsworth, that would be applied to any fines and costs. If there are any resulting warrant fees, we would ask for those to be waived.
All right, thank you. We are in the arraignment phase, so thank you for coming to take care of business, Mr. Ainsworth. I am going to grant your motion as far as applying any bond that may have been paid. I'm going to assess cost only one time on today. I'm going to assess costs on count 1, and that cost will be $200. The fine on count 1 will be $25, and the fine on count 2 will be $25. How quickly can your client get everything paid?
So what would the total be?
Assuming that there are no warrant costs because you're in arraignment phase, it should be $250 for both matters.
Okay.
When can you get that paid, sir?
I can pay today.
All right, and so you may have reinstatement fees though, is that correct? Attorney Harris will have reinstatement fees on these matters.
He may have reinstatement fees. Fees, Mr. Ainsworth, are $45, even on the matters that were dismissed, okay?
All right, $45 for each one. So can you get the 2 that you pled guilty on today, can you get those paid out?
Yes.
On today? All right, so what I'll do is I'm going to adjourn this pay. I'll put it on my docket for Friday. What is Friday? The 14th, January 14th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. If you get it paid, those 2 matters paid before Friday, you don't need to come back. We'll close them out, okay? If you don't, I'm going to reinstate the charges and set aside the deal that you've just received from the people, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you for your patience, sir. All right, bye-bye. All right, are we ready on Mr. Alexander?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let me find him on my docket. Give me just 1 second. And that is Ivan Alexander. I found him. I have the following case for Mr. Alexander, SP 10608-051. Mr. Alexander, state your full name for me.
Ivan Alexander.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you.
Thank you. Who's representing Mr. Alexander?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, how are we proceeding?
Judge, this was a matter some time ago where we scheduled it for trial. No officer
Formal
showed up.
hearing?
Well, it rose out of the trial that we set. Then we noticed there was a civil infraction, which was not accounted for. So we dismissed the misdemeanors, but then scheduled this for a formal hearing just to follow up to make sure that, to see whether or not any officer would show up. They didn't at the trial. I don't think they haven't shown up to the courtroom today, Judge. And so at this point in time, we'd be moving to dismiss for lack of a police officer.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fikens. I'll grant your motion. I'm dismissing the matter without prejudice. Thank you, Mr. Alexander. You'll get that paperwork in the mail.
Thank you very much.
All right, take care.
You too.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. There is a Mr. Osaka Shaw. He has to take his hoodie off, his whole hood thing, and get in the camera. There you are. Wonderful. Let me find your case. I'm ready to call it.
I got a question. Is it possible? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but is it possible that I can go back to the one room to talk to them?
Okay, sure. Absolutely. Ms. Wilson, would you put him back in the breakout room? And you all can continue to work that breakout room. Let me know when you have some more cases done. I don't see anybody else in the courtroom.
Correct, Judge. I have one question that we do need to find out if an Arab interpreter is available. We have one person in the breakout room who needs an interpreter, just to let this court know. And I think,
I did request for an interpreter. They are getting ready to sign on. I just need a case number. That's what so they'll know who
Yeah.
they're dealing with, please.
yeah, I will do that.
What's the name, Mr. Fikens?
If I could pronounce it, I would, Judge.
Oh. Okay.
Alyahya, Alyahya.
Okay. I know where that one is. I saw that one.
Thank you. And then I'll go back into the breakout room, Judge.
All right, very good. Got it. All right, I can hear when they're ready.
Jared, what's your last name, please?
Alexander, I was already in the group. I was in the breakout room, but I don't know what happened. I just hung up.
Okay, I'll send you back.
Okay.
Mr. Fidel, can I help you?
Good morning. I was just called in by Dina to appear as an interpreter, Arabic English.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Mr. Fidel, I'm going to put you in breakout room number 4.
I'm ready.
And I'll put the attorney in there when he's available,
Great.
but the client is there now.
Okay. I'm sorry I'm not wearing a suit. I was just called in on this, so I'm
No, you're
sorry.
fine. We know. You're fine. Thank you. Ms. Tier, what's your last name?
Austin.
Thank you.
She's on the show cause docket. I mean, show
Okay.
cause case.
Thank you.
There's someone who zoomed in, or Mr. Arlington. He needs to go into the breakout room.
And why is he zooming in at 10:30? He's not on my 10:30 docket.
That's the, I don't know.
Judge, I believe he was in the wrong courtroom.
Oh, okay. Mr.
Yeah.
Arrington, you're gonna get an invitation to go to a breakout room. Ms. Wilson, if you could send him there. Mr. Reed, is there anything else ready?
Yes, Judge, I have a Miss Tara Austin in the courtroom, and we're ready on her.
All right, that's good. Let's do it. All right, I have the following matter.
She's on the show cause, in the show cause section, Judge.
Okay. All right, let me find her real quickly. You see,
Disobeying an officer and an NOP.
yeah, Austin. Okay, give me a second. I have two different sections of show cause today. All right, I have her. Let me call the case. I'm ready to call the case. Miss Wilson, please send Mr. Arrington an invitation to the breakout room so he can talk with an attorney.
I sent it, he didn't accept, so I'll have to do something different.
Okay, Mr. Arrington, you need to accept the invitation. You're on mute, which is good, but you need to accept the invitation. All right, I have the following. Oh, Ms. Wilson, let me know when I can go.
You can go ahead, Your Honor.
Okay, wonderful, thank you. Oh, now I lost my place. There we go. I have the following: SP 1194840, counts 1 and 2. Ms. Austin, state your full name for the record, please.
Sierra Ann Austin.
All right, good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning.
Okay, counsel, how are we proceeding?
Yes, Judge, thank you, and thank you for the opportunity to talk to Mr. Austin in the breakout room. My client wishes to enter a plea in these matters. We have a recommendation from the city as to count 1. The recommendation is a delayed sentence with dismissal upon payment of fines and costs. And
For
as
count
to count
1,
2,
it looks like it's count 1. Oh, it's a disobeying an officer signal. Is that what that is, Mr. Reed?
yes, Judge, it's a
Okay.
misdemeanor
Yes.
recommendation, dismissal, delayed sentence upon payment of fines and costs. Count 2, NOP, that is recommendation to dismiss after the plea is accepted.
All right, very good. I have it. Thank you so much. Ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. State your full name for me.
Sierra Ann Austin.
All right, thank you. You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. And we're asking the court to accept a no contest plea in this case. I did advise my counsel, I'm sorry, my client of the difference between guilty plea and a no contest plea, and she wishes to take advantage of the no contest plea. Miss Austin, we talked in the break room, and I advised you of your constitutional rights to trial by jury. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And I also advise you of the right to testify, to remain silent, to call witnesses, to cross, and you understand when you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, you waive those rights. Is that correct?
I do understand, yes.
And I also asked you if you were doing this voluntarily. No one's threatening you, no one's promising you anything. It's your decision to enter a plea after talking to counsel and hearing the recommendation. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Judge, I'm satisfied it's a voluntary waiver. May I do the no contest plea?
Yes, you may.
Ms. Austin, you're entering a no contest plea to this charge. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And you're stipulating to the face of the ticket to serve as the factual basis for the no contest plea. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And this incident took place in the city of Detroit. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Thank you, Judge. I'm satisfied.
And Mr. Reed, can you read into the record what's on the face of the charge, please?
Allegation on the face of the ticket is that on the date and time of the citation in the city of Detroit, she did disobey an order of the police.
All right, thank you. I will accept the no contest plea for Ms. Austin. I'll dismiss the remaining matter without prejudice with the stipulation of probable cause.
And we would stipulate the probable cause, Your Honor.
That matter is dismissed. I'll also follow the recommendation of the people for a delayed sentence, and it is to be dismissed upon payment. Mr. Reed, I'm ready for sentencing.
Yes, Judge. Thank you, Judge. And I talked to Ms. Austin. She was polite and courteous. She told me how old she is. I forgot. What'd you say, 31, 21? 30. She is employed. She does have some college education, and she has one minor child. Judge, I would ask the court to take that into consideration. I also asked her if she was able to pay today. She indicated that she is not. She would ask for some time, and a little time, Judge. And I advised her that if she asks for more time, it must be paid on that by that time, or she has to come back and explain to the court why not. The court takes these matters seriously, and that's all I want to say, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Reed. I am going to assess our costs in the amount of $200. The fine will be $75. The total owed to the court is $275. Ma'am, do you need about 2 weeks to get it paid?
Actually, to be honest, I just started back working. I was off due to COVID for me and my daughter. My daughter was first sick before her birthday, which is the day after Christmas. And then I actually contracted COVID on her birthday, which I tested positive for it on the 30th of December. So I haven't been working as many hours as I usually. So I would need more than 2 weeks, to be honest, for that.
Okay. So this is what I'll do. I'll give you until February 25th, 2022. I'll put it on my docket as an adjourn to pay at 10:30 a.m. If for some reason you don't get it paid, you need to come back to court on February 25th at 10:30. Otherwise, this whole deal will be set aside and you'll be right back at square one, okay?
Understood.
All right, wonderful. I hope things work out for you and your daughter, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All
Judge,
right.
if I may I go back into the breakout room? Mr. Fikens asked me to inquire as to an interpreter. Did we have an interpreter available for someone in the breakout room? I don't know.
Miss Mack, were we able to get the interpreter?
Yes. I don't know if they're in the waiting room, but they did let me know that they contacted someone to sign in. And
There is no waiting room, so we need to call back. The interpreter is
They're in the
not-
breakout room, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. All right.
On Mr. Fikens, they're in the breakout room.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mr. Reed, they're already in there.
Okay, good. May I go back into the breakout room? I see Attorney Harris is here. Did you bring someone out, Attorney Harris?
I did, yes, sir. I have Mr. Alexander, Jared
Okay,
Alexander.
I'll go back into the breakout room if I may. If you're ready for Mr. Alexander, Ms. Attorney Harris.
Send Mr. Reed back to the breakout room. And then while we're doing that, Ms. Wilson, I'm going to call the case. The attorney is here on Alvarado Robles. I'd like to call that case. Now, counsel, you know you can't drive and be on Zoom, because if you have an accident, I'm gonna testify against you.
No, I'm not driving. I'm parked, Your Honor.
All right, very
I
good.
promise.
All right, I have case number 217-244-541. Counsel, your appearance.
Rami Hijazi, P82830 on behalf of Mr. Alvarado Robeles.
Thank you, Mr. Alvarado Robeles. Please state your name.
Hi, my name is Mauricio Jesus Alvarado Robles.
Thank you. All right, counsel, I know this is scheduled for a jury trial. Today was the final pretrial. We have once again postponed the jury trials. And so, of course, because of the pandemic. And so I'm going to have to set this out even farther.
Okay, Your Honor. And there was one other thing. I had filed a motion to dismiss because the prosecutor has failed to provide any discovery or any responses. And we've had some back and forth, and the motion should be in the file. We submitted it properly.
Okay, I have not received a motion. As soon as I'm able to, right now, I'm not able to go back to the office. And
Okay.
so as soon as I'm able, I'll get that information and then we'll go from there. But I will schedule, why don't we schedule, there's Mr. Rosenthal. Mr. Rosenthal, did you receive that motion?
Yeah, the motion to dismiss, Your Honor, for the, yeah, I put in a motion, a response within 3 days for that motion to dismiss. There was no discovery, Your Honor. I'm ready to have a motion hearing if that is going on today.
Okay, so counsel, there's no discovery.
Your Honor, that means he has no ticket to provide me, nothing.
Your
I'm
Honor,
not sure what basis. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm not sure what basis
the attorney
to proceed
actually
on
had a
trial.
copy
Hold
of
on,
the
Mr.
ticket.
Rosenthal, let him finish. Go ahead, Mr. Hijazi.
Your Honor, I have a bleed-through copy of the ticket. It's not the original ticket. I even indicated so when someone from his office said, "What do you need?" I indicated what I need. I said, "I have a bleed-through copy that I can hardly read." He didn't even respond, Your Honor. He didn't even say formally that he has no discovery to give me. His response to my motion was, I had nothing, therefore I didn't even answer you. That's not what we do. If we were scheduled for trial today, how could I even proceed with no discovery?
All right, so Mr. Rosenthal,
Yes, Your Honor, if I may.
yes, you may.
So Attorney Hijazi was in direct contact with my paralegal. I did put that as an exhibit. We did talk. It was, I believe I want to say it was November 29th. We actually, before I submitted my exhibit and witness list, no discussion about discovery there. He got the list. He was in contact. He showed us a copy of the ticket. If we don't have anything else to give, Your Honor, I can't just produce discovery I don't have. He was aware of that. So I put that in the exhibit. I put that in my motion. He actually gave me the discovery request. It was supposed to be, I believe it was the evening of the 14th. You wanted all discovery completed by the 15th. So it's very unreasonable to ask me the evening that discovery is supposed to be completed to give me a discovery request when I don't have any discovery. So even his response or his asking for discovery was the evening of when discovery was supposed to be complete. We didn't have discovery. It took him 2 days to respond back when Rita actually sent him the email. And that's why I put it in the email. So I can only do so much. If he's not willing to communicate with me, even on the motion that he had a different attorney in Farmington Hills. You were even copied to one of those emails. So there was no real contact. I actually reached out to him the 29th because the exhibit and witness list. So honestly, this is just kind of in the interest of justice. I don't see how his motion to dismiss for no discovery when we don't have discovery can even be granted.
So here's what I'm going to do. There's no discovery other than a ticket. And so let's get you a copy of the ticket on today. Ms. Mack, I don't know if we have the original so that we don't have to deal with bleed throughs or anything like that. Or Mr. Rosenthal, do you have the original?
No, I actually saw the copy of the ticket, Your Honor. It didn't look that bled through. I don't have the ticket, but hopefully with the clerk and then maybe with the backlog, maybe we can find the actual ticket, but he does have a copy of the ticket.
All right, Ms. Mack, you have the original?
Yes, I do have the original. I can scan it and hopefully it'll get the information that is needed, but it is one of those really thin tickets. So
okay.
I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but I will scan it over to the attorney, but I need his email address, Mr. Hazazi, sorry. I need your email address so I can send it, okay?
Yep, I'm sending it right now through the chat feature.
Okay, thank you.
So I sent it to Judge Holmes. Is that the correct one?
No, you wouldn't send it to me. I don't have communications with.
Okay.
Yeah, don't send it to the judge like you did previously, please.
Okay. Mr. Rosenthal, I'm not sure why you're commenting in that way, but your communication was zero. I'm sorry. I hope you're not trying to flip this on me, Mr. Rosenthal. But I'll just
that's fine. Look, all I want to do is to have the case go further. I don't want to get into these games of ducking and dodging. I want the case heard. Your client has the right to a jury trial. He requested a jury trial. Let's have a jury trial.
Of course.
And we are going to have, hold on. I've already made my ruling. I'm denying the motion for dismissal. Ms. Mack is going to scan the ticket. She's going to scan both the front and the back. If there is something on the back, I don't know, because you said it's one of those really thin ones. So there's probably nothing on the back. And then she's going to get it to Mr. Hijazi. We have now postponed our jury trials again because of the pandemic. I would like to schedule this matter for another final pretrial. And actually, I don't need a final pretrial. Let me do a jury trial date. And so, Miss Mack, if we could do a jury trial date, let's shoot for July. I think we were already in June. Let's shoot for July. Understanding, let me say this, understanding, I was contacted before when the building was going to do a trial, a jury trial, and just to see how it would go. They asked me, would I be willing to have my case be that jury trial? And my answer is yes. So I'm going to set it for a date in July. I need all the parties to understand that you may get a call saying the case is going to go earlier. You'll still have time to prepare, but get prepared. It's January. I'm gonna
For
schedule
sure.
it in July. But you all be ready to go in the event that they call and say, can we use your courtroom to do a trial run? Because my answer is yes.
I would appreciate, Your Honor. The earlier, the better for
Thank
my
you, Your
client.
Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Right. Let's get a trial date, jury trial date. Miss Mac, what would be that date?
Well, what would you like July 25th? That's the last Monday. You don't want Monday.
No, it would have to be
Monday?
July 29th. Nope.
No, that would be the final pre-trial on a Friday. Usually jury trial starts on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday.
I would have to do mine on a Tuesday. My docket is too heavy on Mondays. So why don't we schedule it? Can we schedule it for, let me go out to the 9th. Let's do the 19th.
July 19th, Your Honor.
Yeah. July 19th, 2022. And let's schedule it for 10:30. And that way my docket should be in good shape by that time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All of the parties have that date for jury trial, July 19th at 10.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, take care.
Mr. Hijazi, he left. I was gonna have him call me, but okay.
Judge.
Mr. Reed?
Yes, Judge, thank you. The interpreter and the defendant are not in breakout room number 1. Is there another breakout room open that they might be in that I could go into?
Miss Wilson, can you resolve that issue, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Mr. Hijazi?
Yes, I heard my name right as I logged
Yes,
out.
thank you for calling me back. The clerk needs you to call her. Somebody else is talking, so. The clerk needs you to call her in the courtroom at 313-965-2280.
965-2280.
Yes, Miss Mack.
Thank you, Judge Holmes. I appreciate
All right.
it.
Thank
All right,
you.
bye-bye. Thanks, bye-bye.
All right. Miss Harris, I don't see any other person with their camera on in the breakout room. So if your clients are in, they need to turn on their camera or their case.
Mr. Alexander, please start your video.
So are you all getting feedback? Because I am.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Thank you all for turning on your camera. I appreciate it. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me find Mr. Alexander. First name Jared. And for the other young man, I don't know what your last name is. So work that out. All right. I have Jared Alexander. Sir, put your name in the thing and stop. All right. I have case number SP 1153687, counts 1 and 2. Mr. Alexander, state your full name for me, please.
Jared Denzel Alexander.
All right. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you too.
Thank you. All right.
Sharika Harris on behalf of Mr. Alexander. Your Honor, at this time, it is my understanding that because Mr. Alexander was able to present a valid driver's license as well as proof of insurance, that his matters would be dismissed for compliance.
All right. Both matters?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wonderful. Then I'm going to grant that motion for dismissal. I'll dismiss it without both of them, without prejudice, with the stipulation of probable cause.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, they are dismissed. Thank you, Mr. Alexander. You should get that paperwork in the mail. Hold on to it, okay?
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you.
You're very welcome. Take care. All right. There was another individual that was on. Did he dial out? Did you know who that was, Ms. Harris?
I don't know who that is. I believe he had just joined, so he may be in the breakout room, and I am going to go back there to check on the status of things.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ms. Mack, let me know when you've emailed me some things, okay?
I'm working on it now, Judge.
All right, just let me know because I'm
Okay.
moving about. All right, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
One moment, Mr. Arrington. Your matters will be heard shortly, but please keep your video on but mute your device. Mr. Akram, please start your video, but leave your device muted. Thank you.
Hello? Can you hear me?
You keep coming in my courtroom with that hat on, sir, without your name on your thing. I'm gonna find another language to say it to you in, to take that hat off, put your name on your device.
I'm the same person that said I was Sunny God, and that's against my religion to take off my covering.
Oh, okay, well, I can help you. Because you took it off earlier.
Yeah, I took it off because nobody notified the judge that I will be in this head wearing.
That you need to wear a Nike hat? Okay.
It's not a Nike hat, it's a Carhartt mask because I don't have my hat on.
I'm gonna mute you. All right, because you're gonna push the wrong button. All right. Miss Harris, who are we ready on?
We are ready on Mr. Akram and Mr. Arrington, please and thank you.
All right, very good. I am looking for Mr. Akram on my docket. Can you tell me where he is? I must be overlooking him. Is he on? Oh, I found him. Yes, I found him. Here we go. Let's do it, Mr. Akram, and I'll need to see your entire face, sir. There we go. I have case number SX 381-55341. State your full name for me, please.
Aleem Akram.
All right, Mr. Akram, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, ma'am.
Okay.
Erica Harris on behalf of Mr. Akram. Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, we will stand mute, waive formal reading, and we are respectfully requesting a not guilty plea be entered on his behalf and a bench trial date be set. He has been advised of his right to a jury trial. He is waiving his right to a jury trial. Is that correct, Mr. Akram?
Correct.
All right, thank you. Then I am going, this is an arraignment on the bench warrant. Did your client post a bond? Because that means he's been notified, didn't show up, had to be notified, show cause, and now notified again. He's gonna have to pay a bond. Did he
Yeah,
pay?
no, sorry about that. I paid a bond, but I thought that I was going to be able to have a, I didn't know about the default on a speeding ticket. So I wanted to have a hearing on that as well.
And Your Honor, with regards to the civil infraction speeding ticket that is in default, he has been fully advised of the process that he would need to follow in order to have that matter pulled out of default.
All right.
My understanding that he has posted a bond.
All right, Ms. Mack.
That is correct. That is correct. He did post a bond.
All right, wonderful. Let's set this matter for trial. Let's see, we will set it for trial. If we could do February the 4th, is that right? Yeah, it would be February 4th, 2022, and that would be at 1:30 p.m. in the same Zoom courtroom, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Harris.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, are you ready on Mr. Arrington?
Ready, Your Honor.
Okay. And is that correct? Yes. I have case number SP 121-04391. I also have case number SP 121-04351. Mr. Arrington, state your full name for me, please.
Christopher Edgar Renar Arrington.
All right, thank you, sir. Attorney Harris, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, Mr. Arrington has been advised of all of his rights with regards to the misdemeanor matters that he has before the court, his right to trial, his right to be presumed innocent until proven otherwise. It's my understanding that he is waiving his right to trial and entering a plea pursuant to the recommendation, wherein he would enter a plea on case ending in 0439. That count would be amended to fail to display. The remaining matter would be dismissed. Is that correct, Mr. Arrington? Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. You may proceed as to the factual basis. Attorney Harris.
Mr. Arrington, on the date and time listed in the citation, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And at some point in time, you were stopped by police officers
Yes, ma'am.
and you were asked to present your license. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it in fact true that your license was expired at the time
Yes, ma'am.
and you were given a citation for that offense, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. I am satisfied as well. I am going to accept your plea of guilty. I'm amending the charge to failure to display a valid operator's license. I'm dismissing the remaining matter without prejudice with the stipulation of probable cause.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
It is dismissed. I'm ready for sentencing. Any special circumstances you'd like me to be aware of? Attorney
None that
Harris?
I'm aware of, but we respectfully request leniency in terms of any fines and costs imposed by the court.
All right, thank you. This is the arraignment phase. And so thank you for coming to take care of business. The cost is $195. The fine will be $25. The total amount owed is $220. Will you be able to get that paid today, Mr. Arrington?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. I'm going to put this on my docket for an adjourn to pay for January 14th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. As long as you get it paid, you don't need to come back. If you don't get it paid, then we're going to set aside the people's offer and you'll be right back at square one. So make sure you get it paid today, okay?
Do I go down to the court, ma'am, and pay it? Or where do I go and pay it?
You can go online and pay it. You can do it through DivDat and pay it, or you can call the clerk. You don't have to necessarily come down to the court. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Very good. Did you need instructions on how to pay online?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you take down this number and call the clerk so she can give you those instructions?
Yes, ma'am.
It's area code 313-965-2280.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. Are you ready on Mr. Osaka Shaw? Ms. Harris, is that your client?
I believe Mr. Fikens is handling that matter. I will jump back into the breakout room to verify that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, Mr. Fikens, are we ready? There's a Mr. Osaka Shaw that's in the courtroom. Are
Yes,
you
Judge.
handling that matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, Mr. Osaka Shaw, if you could turn on your camera, please.
It said I cannot start. Okay, there you go. Wait,
Okay.
1 second. There we go.
Thank you. I have the following matters. Case number SP 1203984, counts 1, 2, and 3. Sir, please state your full name for the record.
Anthony Tyree Osaka Shaw.
All right,
Your
thank
Honor,
you.
may I just interject one matter? Mr. Shaw, Osaka Shaw indicated to me that because of religious beliefs, he's a Muslim. He would ask that he be able to retain his head covering.
Yes, and that's fine. Thank you, Mr. Fikens. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, my client does wish to avail himself of the offer. The offer is that in exchange for his no contest plea to driving without a license, the court would consider reducing that charge to failure to display and dismiss the other matters.
All right, is that your understanding, sir?
I just want to pay whatever the balance is.
Okay, but that's not my question. My question is it your understanding that you're going to plead no contest to one matter and that the remaining 2 matters will be dismissed? Do you understand that?
No, ma'am, because I don't have a license. I have an ID, but if that would have been shown at the time, then it would have shown.
Mr. Dr. Shaw, I need you to listen to my question and answer it. Is it your understanding that you're going to accept the people's offer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're going to plead no contest to one matter, and then the other 2 are going to be dismissed. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Let me have you raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You can place your hand down. Mr. Fikens, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. My client does wish to avail himself of the offer. He'll be pleading no contest to not having a valid license, asking this court to consider reducing that case to failure to display. He acknowledges that part of the offer is to dismiss the other 2 matters, and he would stipulate the probable cause for those 2 dismissals, Judge.
All right. Thank you, counsel. You may proceed.
Thank you. Sir, you understand that in these matters, you have a right to a trial, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to waive that right and enter a no contest plea as to one of the matters today, correct?
Yes.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised you anything to get you to plead no contest today?
No.
I'm satisfied as to his waiver, Judge. And for the factual basis, we would stipulate to the face of the ticket to establish liability in this matter.
And can you tell us the face of the ticket? What's on the face of the ticket?
Unfortunately, I don't have that in front of me, Judge. I don't have the date and time. I do know that the face of the ticket establishes that he was driving on Kniff in the city of Detroit. He was stopped by a police officer. The officer asked, the ticket doesn't show this, but he was written up for not having a valid license.
All right, thank you so much. All right, and so I will accept that plea of no contest. I'll accept the plea of no contest. I am going to amend that charge to failure to display a valid operator's license, and I'll dismiss the remaining 2 charges without prejudice with a stipulation of probable cause.
Defendant would so stipulate, Your Honor.
They are dismissed. I'm ready for sentencing. Anything additional, Mr. Fikens?
Judge, I would like this court to know that he is interested in getting his license back. He wants to move on that. He was a respectful young man to me. He does want to pay these matters off. He wanted the court to know he does have $100 in bond money that he applied. If that's still applicable, Judge, we would ask the court to apply that. He also stated he needs a couple days. I suggested maybe a week to pay off any other costs and fines which may be imposed in this case. And he says that he has that ability.
All right, very good. So then what I'm going to do is, this was a show cause. I'm going to assess the cost at $200. The fine will be $50. The total amount due for today is $250. You will have reinstatement charges. And so I'll apply the bond to the matter that you've pled to, no contest to, and then you'll owe that balance. Anything else for my consideration? Oh, you asked for some time, Mr. Fikens.
He indicated he would need a week. Is that correct, Mr. Osaka Shaw?
Yes, that is correct. But I also had a question also.
All right, just 1 second. I am going to place this on my docket for January 24th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. If you
That's
don't
not
get
a
it
month.
paid before that date, then you have to come back to court. If you get it paid, you don't have to show up. If you
That's
don't
not a
get it
month.
paid, that your attorney just said 2 weeks.
He said a month.
I said, if I may start over, Judge.
Did you say 1 week, Mr. Fikens?
I actually said 1 week because he
Yeah.
was talking about paying so many dollars a day. But sir, if just be honest with the court. If you
Okay,
need
we
more
can
time,
do it. We can do it in a week. It's fine.
Sir, I'm giving, hold on, Mr. Fikens. Mr. Osaka Shaw, right here, listen to me. I'm giving you until January 24th, 2022 to get it paid.
That's
Get
fine.
it paid before 10:30 on that date. That's about 2.5, 3 weeks. If you don't get it paid, you need to come back to court on the 24th at 10:30. If you fail to come to court, then you're going to be right back in the same boat. I'm going to set aside the deal from the city and you'll be right back at square one. Okay? So get
Yes,
it paid.
ma'am.
All right, very good. Anything else?
No, Your
That's
Honor.
it.
All right, thank you so much. Enjoy your day. All right. Okay, Mr. Fikens, who do we have up next?
I believe Ms. Harris has Demontre Alford, or Mr. Reed has Eliaya.
I have the interpreter. It's a dismissal.
All right, let's do the case. Mr. Fidel, let me have you raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties in today's matter, that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions, so help you God?
So help me God, yes.
Thank you. Please state your name as well as your qualifications.
My name is Ziad Fadel. I'm a Supreme Court licensed interpreter.
Thank you. And you're interpreting today from English to?
Arabic.
All right, and from Arabic to English. I am going to call your client's case at this time as soon as I find him on my docket. Give me 1 second.
أنا أنادي القضية للسيد فاضل اليحيى لما بلاقي أنا إنه الملف موجود على القائمة.
Okay, I knew I saw him earlier. All right, I have the following. I have case number SP 120-76431.
هلا نادت القضية تبعتك أنت باستعمال الأرقام.
Sir, please state your name for the record, Ms. Eliaya. Mr. Eliaya.
أعطينا اسمك الكامل أستاذ.
فاضل اليحيى.
فاضل اليحيى.
Thank you. Mr. Reed, how are we proceeding?
سيد ريد.
Hold on, Mr. Reed.
القضية.
Thank you, Judge. My client brought in valid documentation. There's a recommendation to dismiss with a stip to probable cause. We will stipulate the probable cause.
جاب هو إثبات إنه هو سجل السيارة والاقتراح من قبل المدعي العام إنه انسقط القضية مع الاعتراف إنه في هناك كان سبب لإيقافه.
Thank you. The matter is dismissed without prejudice. Thank you so much.
القضية هي مسقطة من ناحية بعدم الإخلال. يعني فيني يرجعوا القضية. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. اترك الجلسة. سيد فاضل اترك الجلسة.
All right. Who do we have up next?
I will go with Mr. Alameen if
All right. All right, Mr. Fikens. I have the following matters, SP 1184724, counts 1 and 2. Sir, please state your name for the record.
Muhammad Elmi.
Good morning. It's still morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, Mr. Fikens, your camera is off.
Oh.
Can you come back on screen and present your client?
Yes, I can. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
There you are. All right.
My apologies.
That's okay.
Robert Fikens on behalf of Mr. Alameen. Your Honor, Mr. Alameen was here before. He's presently up for a show cause today, and I was quite surprised. I remember there was a switch in a few days. It was his case was moved. He didn't make it in for November 19th pretrial. I was surprised at that. I remember thinking to myself that because he was taking the matter seriously, he continues to take the matter seriously. And I wanted to say that because he's not trying to avoid his responsibilities. He understands them. He's been cooperative with me. He's waited a couple times. This would be the second time I think that he's waited, and I remember him. So I say all that because I respectfully want to ask this court. He told me he wants to get his own attorney. We're at a show cause hearing right now. I would ask for a pretrial date at this point in time, Judge. I know that, and I believe him when he tells me he's not going to miss any other dates, and he wants to get an attorney. I think those are all good things. I think he's taking the matter seriously and is not trying to avoid his responsibilities to this court.
All right, Mr. Fikens. This is a show cause, so I'm not giving a lot of time to get an attorney. I will reschedule this matter for January 24th, 2022, and I'll put it on for 9:00 a.m. So you need to get your attorney and be ready for pretrial, and because they do have to meet with the prosecutor and all those good things. Okay, Mr. Alameen?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Fikens.
Thank you. You said January 24th, right?
Yes, sir, at 9:00 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Have a good
All
day.
right. You too. Let's go to Mr. Alford. I have the following, and this is a show cause as well. 0603565221. Mr. Alford, please state your full name for the record.
DeMonte Alford.
All right, thank you. Who's representing Mr. Alford?
Erica Harris on behalf of Mr. Alford. Your Honor, we have discussed the case currently before the court and his rights. It's my understanding that Mr. Alford is respectfully requesting that the matter be set for a trial date if this court
Put
will
his
allow.
face back on the camera.
I can't really hear you, so I have to.
I'm sorry.
I can't really hear like that.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Do what you have to do because I need you to hear. Go ahead.
Okay.
So we did discuss the matter. It's my understanding that he wanted to have this matter set for a trial date. He is waiving his right to a jury trial, and we're just asking the court for that new date.
All right. For a bench trial, is that correct?
That is correct.
All right.
Pre-trial.
No, you're asking for a bench trial, not a pre-trial. The case was pre-tried already today.
Okay.
All right. So you understand you have a right to a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You understand that if you give up that right, you're agreeing to have your case heard by me. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. Very good. Then I am going to schedule this matter for January 28th, 2022, and that'll be at 1:30 p.m. And let's make sure Mr. Rosenthal gets that date and time so he can get his people here.
Yes,
all right. All right. Very good. If nothing else, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Is that everybody out of the breakout rooms?
I believe so, Your Honor.
What? Are we ready to call KPS?
Got a lot of KPSs to call, Judge.
We do, but let's do it. At least we're not calling them at 1 o'clock like we usually are calling them.
I agree.
All righty. Let's do it. I am going to start. Ms. Mack, are you ready for me?
I am ready.
All right. I'm going to start with the 9 o'clock docket All of these matters, it looks like they are show causes. Capias will issue, and it will be a personal bond unless stated otherwise by the court, because there are a few reckless driving cases. I'm just looking to see. There's an open alcohol. I'm going to set bonds for all of those. Give me 1 second. All right. And so let's do it. I have first up Darnell Adams, case number 21733-631, counts 1 and 2. Those will both be capias. I have case for Christy Adams, SP 1122921, counts 1 and 2, both capias. For Felicia AG, SX 380-04691, capias. For Hassan Al Bayadi, SP 119-37581, capias. For Jermaine Alexander, hold up, did I miss something? No. Jermaine Alexander, case number SP 112-43191, will be a capias. For Tavian Alexander, case number SP 111-30441, capias. For Anthony Allen, U51455619, Dakota Allen, SP 1041919, counts 1 and 2. For Dwayne Thomas Allen II, case numbers SP 119-44612, counts 2 and 3. Case number SP 119-8609, counts 1, 2, and 3. Those will all be capias with personal bond. And then for SP 119-8613, count 1 for reckless driving. That will be a capias with the bond set at $50 cash or surety. And then for SP 119-86132, that will be a capias with the bond for open alcohol in a motor vehicle as a driver set at $100 cash or surety. For Keyshawn Dwayne Allen, I'm going back to my capiases with personal bonds. SP 119-4019, counts 1, 2, and 3. And also case number SP 119-40381. For Omar Allen, SP 113-84611. For Sheldon Allen, case number SP 112-2660, counts 1 and 2. For Motia Al-Mansour, U45611018. For Kiana Anderson, SP 119-5133, counts 1 and 2. For La Barbara Anderson, strike that, 215-179-111. For Latrell Anderson, case number SP 1120, strike that, SP 1120. Okay, I keep missing this 5. SP 112-5023, counts 1, 2, and 3. All capias. For Tyrese Anderson, SP 113-9475, counts 1 and 2. For Keonta Anthony at 205-11080, counts 1 and 2. For Montique Armour, 214-350-952. For Martez Army Harrison, SP 112-3025, counts 1 and 2. For Kwan Arnold II, 217-309-871. Daniel Arquette, SP 117-44021. Khadijah Ash Shaheed, SP 119-2172, counts 1 and 2. I'm going over to page number 2, the 9 o'clock docket for Khadija Ash Shaheed, SP 119-21723, Levante Ashford, SP 114-0308, counts 1 and 2. For Keith Ashman, SP 117-62041. For Johnny Atisha, case number U600611121, charged with offering to engage another for an act of prostitution. The capias will issue and the bond will be set at $100 cash or surety. For Antonio Austin, case number 215-18781, counts 1 and 3. For Dewan Austin, 217-328-881. Michael Avant, SP 113-58671. For Glenn Avery, U6003622, charged with disorderly conduct. Capias will issue and that bond will be set at $50 cash or surety. For Antoine Ayers, case number SP 117-6477, for count 1, open alcohol in the motor vehicle as a driver. Capias will issue and that bond is set at $50 cash or surety. And for count 2, capias will be a personal bond. For Justin Ayers, SP 112-4748, counts 1, 2, and 3. For Marty Ayers Jr., SP 118-03841. For Terry Ayler, SP 118-66491. I'm moving to the 9:30 docket for Latifa Abdul Malik, SP 120-88381. Show cause will be issued and the hearing date will be set for, let's set it for January 31st. January 31st. No, I'm sorry. That would be, wouldn't it be January 24th?
Yes,
At what time did I set the show cause for?
9:30.
For 9:30. All right, very good. Thank you. That'll be my show cause date today. All right. For Aisha Desiree Abrams, case numbers SP 120-4873, counts 1, 2, and 3. Those matters are capias. For Lamar Acuff, 217-334-18, counts 1, 2, and 3, all capias. For Charles Adams III, case number SP 120-5144, counts 1, 2, and 3, all capias. For Dashjan Adams, SP 116-163-6, counts 1, 2, 1, and 2, capias. For Mario Adams, SP 119-795-31, that will be scheduled for a show cause hearing. Case number SP 120-94921 for Mario Adams will be a default judgment. For Salithia Adams, SP 116-1787, counts 1 and 2. Both will be a capias. For Sheila Adams, case number SP2, strike that, SP 121-0157, counts 1, 2, and 3, all capias. For Trenton Adams, SP 120-879-21, scheduled for a show cause hearing. For Brandon Addison, SP 116-03801, capias. David Atkins, U60653-221, and U60653321. Both of these are for narcotic and drug violations. KPS will issue and the bond is set at $100 cash as to each matter. For Jermaine AG, SP 120059991. KPS. For Christina Arnart, SP 1210045, counts 1 and 2. Both will be KPS. For Amir Al Furadi, SP 115794661, counts 1 and 2. And case number SP 1205434, counts 1 and 2. Those will all be, all of them will be KPS. I am now on page 3 of the docket. 9:30. I have Nader Al-Jabir, case number 217360071, which will be a show cause. And then for Mr. Al-Jabir, I have the following: 217360006, counts 1 and 2. Both of those will be default judgments. For Barry Alexander, case number SP 9738282, and case number SX 326688181, and case number 194911081. All 3 of those were arraignments on the bench warrant. And so KPS will issue and the bond will be set at $25 cash as surety as to each matter. For Lance Alexander, SP 1199591, KPS will issue. For Hassan Ali, SP 1208547, counts 1 and 2. Both will be scheduled for a show cause hearing. And then for Mr. Hassan Ali, I still have case number SP 1208534, counts 1 and 2. Both of those will be default judgments. For Mohammed Al-Khatib, 217298561, KPS. For Aaron Allen, U59784521, charged with disorderly conduct. That is a show cause. KPS will issue and the bond will be set at $50 cash or surety. For Brian Allen, SP 115863111, KPS. For Jaslyn Allen, case number SP 1208419, counts 1 and 2. Both of those will be scheduled for a show cause hearing. And then for Ms. Allen, case number SP 120833941, that will be a default judgment. For Ryan Allen, SP 1202721, KPS. For Austin Allman III, case numbers SP 1204619, counts 1, 2, and 3, as well as case number SP 1204621. All of those will be KPS. For Ray Almond the second, SP 120151991, and case number SP 120152111, KPS will issue as to both matters. For Toffee Alomari, U61171121, show cause hearing will be scheduled. For Don Votto Alston, I have case number SP 1205579, counts 1, 2, and 3, and case number SP 1205580, counts 1 and 2. All of those will be KPS. For Lawrence Alston, SP 1154795, counts 1, 2, and 3, all capious. For Messiah Amerson, case number SP 1206429, counts 2 and 3. And case number SP 1206451 and case number SP 1206429 for the 3 misdemeanors. A show cause hearing will be scheduled for the last matter ending in 4291. A default judgment will be entered. For Lawanda M. Pofo, SP 1205140-1, capious. Tyrone Amy II, SP 1206398-1, capious. For Sierra Anderson, SP 1204406, counts 1 and 2, both capious. Erica Anderson, SP 1206336, counts 1, 2, and 3, all capious. For John Anderson, SP 1209921 and SP 1209921, counts 2 and 3. Also, case number SP 1207136, counts 1 and 2.
Your Honor, if I might interrupt, those are
Yes.
two different Mr. Andersons.
They sure are. Thank you. Okay, let me get this right. All right, so I have for John Anderson, SP 1209921, counts 1, 2, and 3. And those matters will all be scheduled for a show cause. And then for John Wesley Anderson the first, right? Yeah. I have SP 1201, strike that, SP 1207136, counts 1 and 2. Show cause hearings will be scheduled for both of those matters. And then for John Wesley Anderson the first, I have the following civil infractions. SP 1207135, counts 1, 2, and 3, and all 3, a default judgment will be entered. For Kenneth Anderson, SP, thank you, Mr. Fikens. For Kenneth Anderson, SP 117195, counts 1 and 2. Capious will issue as to both. For Michael Anderson, SP 1204601, capious. Najee Anderson, SP 1205182, counts 2 and 3. Capious, capious for the first matter for count 3, open alcohol and motor vehicle, as the driver, capious will issue, and that bond is set at $100 cash or surety. For Jimmy Arcand, SP 1206802-1, that will be scheduled for a show cause. For Victoria Armstead, SP 1209348, counts 1 and 2. Show cause hearings will be scheduled as to both matters. For Moses Armstrong, U611202-1, it's an alcohol-related violation. I'll keep it at capious, and the bond will be set at $25 cash or surety. For Nakia Armstrong, 217-365-851, capious. For Wardell Arrington Jr., SP 119-60421, capious. For Kawan Ashford, SP 1202602, counts 1, 2, and 3. Capious as to all 3 matters. For Carlisha Ashley, case number SP 1204887, counts 1 and 2. Capious will issue. For Dushan Atkins, case numbers SP 1204117, counts 1 and 2. Capious. For Eddie Atkins, SP 120-19281, KBS. For Sharita Atkins, case numbers SP 1207948, counts 1, 2, and 3. And all of those will be scheduled for a show cause hearing. For Ms. Atkins, SP 1207951, a default judgment will be entered. For Jessica Ackerman, SP 1158778, that will be a caveus. For Brandy Oslin, SP 1198587, counts 1 and 2. Caveus as to both matters.
Judge, may I interrupt one more time?
Yes.
I just want the court to know that for Ms. Osland, we have set for her an arraignment at 1:30 p.m. She didn't show up for her show cause this morning at 9:30. I went back and looked at those cases. Those are different case numbers. There's a count 3, which is up for arraignment. There's a counts 1 and 2 bearing the same 4 numbers. But they're in warrant status. These are different from the tickets that the court just read, just so the court knows.
Okay. Well,
So
we'll
there's-
see if she shows up at 1:30. I'm still gonna put her caveus in for now, because she's probably not gonna show, but we'll be surprised, pleasantly surprised if she does.
Yes.
All
Judge.
right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And I made a note. All right. I have for Rafi's Autry, 214-945-401, caveus. Ronald Avery, SP 1206763, counts 1, 2, and 3. All 3 will be caveus. We have already called the 10:30 docket, and that's everything that I have. Did I miss anything?
No, Judge, you did not.
I have a question about one thing that maybe I missed, but there was a, oh, never mind. It was that discharge. I just didn't make my note on it. Never mind. I figured it out.
All right, no problem. All right, then we are in good shape. It's 11:48. That's good timing on this morning. Things went well. And so, Ms. Harris, Attorney Harris, thank you for serving on today. Always a pleasure to see you. Hope the family is well. We are supposed to staff at 1:30. Boy, I wish I could have moved that up a little bit because I have a 4 o'clock, but I don't know if I've given them enough time to staff for Tuesday and Thursday, which the docket is not terribly bad for either one. So if you all if we could check with them and see if they can, I don't know, did you all want to staff earlier, Mr. Reed? I know you're going to answer first.
Yes, Judge. Yes, Judge.
All right, I would not mind staffing early either. Let's check to see. I will send.
I'm sure you can send out a mass text message and like, hey, let's do this.
That's what I'm doing. I'm about to ask, can we staff? Let's say 12:15.
That is fine with me, Judge. I know it's fine with Mr. Reed.
12:15.
Wait, I'm gotta ask first, y'all. We don't have a lot of cases.
We understand, Judge.
We are staffing for Tuesday. And Thursday. All right, let me see what happens.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, and then I'll text and you all just be looking out for your message, okay?
Yes, Judge.
All right, thank
Judge,
you.
I'm sorry, I have a question about one of the defendants you did capias on.
Yeah.
Mr. Devon John Votto Alston. He had a reckless driving offense for count 2. You put that as a personal bond. I didn't know, did you want to leave that like that, or did you want to put?
Give me the last name again, Alston?
Alston, Alston, first name Don, Donbado.
Nope, I missed that reckless driving. That is going to be, hold on, for the reckless driving, that is going to be a capias with a bond of $100 cash or surety. Thank you, I missed it. All right, very good. Thank you so much. All right, so we can staff at 12:15. And then I'll get those KPSs done. So when I do my 4 o'clock today, I can just devote to that. Right.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Attorney Harris.
Thank you. I'll see you on Wednesday. I'll
All
see you.
right, wonderful. Just
Oh,
brace yourself for
okay.
Wednesday. Wednesdays are a little different.
Okay.
Yes.
That just scared me, but okay.
Don't be afraid. You'll still have 2 good attorneys with you, but it's a different.
It's a different atmosphere.
Okay.
To say the least.
Okay.
All right.
Have a good day, everyone.
And we'll make sure you all get offers for Wednesday as soon as Mr. Rosenthal makes them available, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus. I'll let you know when I hear something.
Judge, may we ask Ms. Mack for a docket for the remainder of the week? We don't need Wednesday.